Hello, this is Billy Core from the Carolina Circle Mall Wiki. Today is Saturday, July the 8th of 2017, and well, it's a very hot July 8th, 2017. 91 degrees here in Greensboro. Ugh. Not only that, it's also extremely humid out there, and yeah. I'm more of a wintertime person. But anyway, first of all, I want to apologize for the lack of videos the last few weeks. The reason for that is just simply there hasn't been anything to make a video about. Things have been kind of boring around here, so but thankfully I do have something to make a video about today, and it's about an old friend we were introduced to back on Easter of this year. The Gateway 2000 P5-133 XL. I put it back into the rotation just a couple of minutes ago. Got it sitting right next to one of my pride and joys, the Packard Bell Corner desktop, which I've been running Windows 3.1 on. It has a CF card slot on the back, so I've been running it with both Windows 95 and Windows 3.1. I just switched the cards between the two. But I was starting to kind of want to have a separate computer running Windows 3.1. So I could have this computer running exclusively Windows 95 and another computer exclusively running Windows 3.1. And I've decided to use this Gateway 2000 P5-133 XL. Specs of it, just in case you forgot, has a 133 megahertz Intel Pentium 1 socket 5. I want to say it currently has 32 megs of RAM, a Sound Blaster Vibra 16 card, which I added, and it's now running off of a CF card as well, which I added just a few minutes ago. Still needs 2 drive blanks right here. I can't stand to look at it like this, but, well, actually, to make what would be even better is 3 slot blanks, so I can get rid of this drive right here. But anyway, what we're going to do in today's video is we're going to install MS-DOS 6.22 on this gateway, along with Windows for Workgroups 3.11, along with a few drivers and other knickknacks. So let me get the camera situated on its tripod, and we will be right back. Okay, first things first, we need to put our first disk in the drive. And by the way, yes, this gateway is KVM'd with the corner Packard Bell. Had nowhere else to put it, unfortunately, so that's just how it's going to be. Sorry. Anyway, we need to put our first disk in the drive. This very legit floppy disk for MS-DOS 6.22. So we can begin the setup process. Turn the computer on, of course. It does have 32 megs of RAM, just as I thought. Very loud PC speaker as well. Alright, it's booting into MS-DOS. You know, I ought to put concurrent DOS on here instead, just to change things up. But I'm not. Okay, we're at the MS-DOS setup screen. We actually want to exit out of this, because we needed to check our partitioning scheme. I don't know what's on this CF card at the moment, so we'll go into F-disk. Display partition information. Okay, it already has a primary DOS partition on it. But you know what, I think I'm just going to go ahead and delete it anyway. Just start from scratch. How about that? Alright, partition deleted, and by the way, I'm having to control the computer from a very uncomfortable and unusual angle because of the camera tripod setting. You gotta do what you gotta do. Create a primary DOS partition. This is a 2 GB CF card, by the way, which is perfect because 2 GB is the highest that MS-DOS 6.22 can support. Alright, system will now restart. We'll keep the disk in the drive. Alright, this time we will proceed with the setup process. We'll hit enter. OK, configure unallocated disk space. Setup cannot install MS-DOS 6.22 on your computer. Well, I guess that's all, folks. This is Billy Core signing off.
Thank you for watching my video.
Okay, just kidding. I do not know what is the problem here. I don't know if we have a flaky CF card or a flaky CF card adapter. No partitions defined. I did define a partition, huh? Well, I'll go through this F-disk thing again, and if I can get set up going again, I will come right back. Okay, it's formatting drive C as we speak. I don't know how long this will take. It's been at 0% for the last 10 seconds or so, but again, this can take some time. Hard drive LED is flashing, so that's a good sign. I just hope there's nothing wrong with the CF card and or adapter, because I really don't feel like opening this computer back up right now. But anyway, once it's done formatting, I will resume. Okay, I'm back. I actually had to switch over to a different CF card. It was, the formatting was just going horrifically slow, unlike it is now. And it was just, and I tried formatting it by other means, and it was just kept erroring out, and I don't know what the problem was, but it looks like I've got a much nicer CF card in it now that it likes a little bit more, and it seems to have frozen. That's wonderful, isn't it? Be right back. And guess what, folks? We're back once again. And it turns out either this computer does not like CF cards, or the CF card adapter I'm using is on its way out, because no matter what CF card I would use, it would just not work properly, as we saw a while ago. Each CF card would do the same thing. It would try to format, but it would just freeze at the end of formatting. So I don't know what was going on, so I had to swallow my pride and just go back to using a regular style hard drive. I put a 3 GB Quantum Fireball in there. Of course, we'll only be able to use 2 out of 3 of those gigabytes because of MS-DOS partition limitations, but I could always make a secondary 1 gig partition if I ever need to, but that's really no big deal there. So we're currently formatting this new drive. You know, I actually have been having a lot of issues lately with CF cards in old computers. I mean, it works perfectly in my Legend 822 CDT. Works perfectly in the corner desktop, but a lot of other systems just don't like them, and this Gateway is one of them. What I'm thinking about doing someday is actually getting a SD card adapter for one of my old computers, because from what I've heard, they seem to be a little bit more reliable than the CF card adapters. So yeah, I'll have to give those a try someday. But anyway, we're formatting once again, so I will resume the video on the other side of this. Okay, we're finally at this screen here. Reset the date and time and country and keyboard layout. Date's correct, country and keyboard are correct, so we'll just go ahead and hit continue. Install the C:/DOS, sounds good to me. Alrighty, and now we're finally installing MS-DOS. So I didn't think we'd be doing this today. I tell you, I think CF cards just don't like me anymore. I don't know what's going on. But anyway, enough of that. This will take a few minutes, and there will be some disk swapping involved. So once again, I will pause the video until something more interesting happens. Alright, looks like we're finally at the end here. So we'll go ahead and remove our floppy disk. Press enter again to reboot. Whoa, what? Non-system disk? Oh, that was odd. Looks like it's booting now. I really hope that doesn't become a problem anytime soon, because I don't feel like doing any more troubleshooting today. Anyway, we're now at a very basic DOS 6.22 install. So, what do we do now? Well, I guess the first thing we ought to do is give it a CD-ROM driver. How do we do that? Well, first I need to find a boot disk. We'll just take my Packard Bell boot disk here, that'll work. And of course the boot disk has to have a CD-ROM driver on it. This one in particular is the NEC_IDE.sys file. And so what we'll do is we'll go to the DOS directory on the hard drive, and we'll copy a:/NEC_IDE.sys. And there we go. Eject the disk. Go back to the root there. Go to edit config.sys, and we need to put in a command here, device hi equals c:/DOS/NEC_IDE.sys, and we need to give the drive a name. And we always have to start it with /d:/, and I usually go with the standard MSCD0001. Alright. Save that. Now we need to go to our autoexec.bat and do LH. Now this one I usually forget. We have to load MESSIDEX. I can't remember where it is in the on DOS. I want to say it's in the DOS directory, so we'll do MSCD .exe, and we'll put that name in again. Something tells me that's not right, but we will find out. Of course, my battery wants to die again on the camera. Alright, we have to reboot now. See if I got it right on the first try. I'll be surprised if I did. That again? I don't know what the problem is, why I'm having trouble with booting drives on this today. Okay, so far so good. Right on the first try. What do you know? Alright, before we get to the next step, let me plug the camera up to power so we don't have to worry about the battery. Okay, man, that non-system disk error is really driving me crazy. Anyway, it's now time to install Windows. And I'm actually going to install it from this Packard Bell Master CD, this totally legit Packard Bell Master CD. Put that in the drive. And we're actually not going to install it straight from the CD. Instead, what we want to do is we want to make a directory on the hard drive called WinDRVS, which we're going to copy all the setup files to. This is how OEMs would do it. That way, if we need a driver, it won't ask us for a disk or anything. Alright, move to that directory. And first I need to see where it is on the disk. Okay, it's just Windows install/Windows, so copy d:/install/Windows. Alright, a whole bunch of files, but trust me, it'll be worth it. Make things a little bit easier. Alright, that was 570 files. So I'll go ahead and eject the CD. All we have to do now is just type in setup. Alright, welcome to Windows for Workgroups 3.11 setup. Okay, we'll hit enter to continue. Alright, we'll do a custom setup. Alright, that directory looks good to me. Alright, we'll keep the display to standard VGA for now, but everything else looks good to me. And since we're not installing from floppy disk, this takes absolutely no time at all. And sorry for eating the tripod. Alright, so it's going to attempt to detect what network card we have. We do have a network card, but I doubt it detected it. Alright, we'll put in my name, Billy Core. Believe it or not, folks, even though it's asking for a product number, it's actually optional. Believe it or not, there was a time when you would get a Microsoft product and this was optional. Those days are very, very much long gone. Alright, we'll install everything except printers. And again, this takes no time at all. Well, I forgot to mention, we could have installed a mouse driver before this for DOS, but I plan to install Microsoft IntelliPoint when we get Windows installed, and that's going to provide us with a DOS mouse driver. Well, it actually did detect our network card. Alright, we'll call myself Billy for the username. I forgot to set up something else important for networking, but I wasn't expecting it to detect all this so soon. But we'll just call this Gateway 2K. That's going to adjust some files there. I just like seeing it do that. Skip the tutorial and we'll restart the computer. Okay, if anyone knows why it's giving me this stupid error, please let me know. That is going to drive me insane. See, it boots just fine when you press any key, but I don't know what's doing that. Alright, type in Win. Head into Windows for the very first time. And of course we don't have sound at the moment, nor a decent video driver. No password for now. Alrighty. Welcome to a very bare minimum Windows install. Well, we got network on here, but what I forgot to do when it installed the network driver is I forgot to give it a TCP IP stack, because without this, Windows for Workgroups 3.11 will not be able to communicate with my modern day network nor the modern day internet. So I got a floppy disk here with the Windows 3.11 TCP IP stack. Put that in the floppy drive. Go to the network group. Go to network setup. And we'll go to drivers. Add protocol. Go to unlisted or updated protocol. Alright. Copy it off the floppy disk. And there we go. Microsoft TCP IP 32. 3.11b. Alright, now we need to set it as the default protocol. There we go. Sharing will, okay, it's already set for drive sharing. Okay, we want to do automatic DHCP. Okay, network setup has modified some files there. Restart. Remove the disk, of course. That's driving me crazy. Alright, go back into Windows. Takes a little bit longer than usual, but that's just because it's having to load the network. Here we go. I believe we do have a network access now, so what I want to do is go to MS-DOS prompt and map some network drives. Now I could do this through File Manager, but for some reason whenever I do that on any computer running Windows 3.1, it likes to freeze up, so I'm just going to use the netuse command, and I want to make it the E drive. Then this is coming off of my my virtual Windows 2000 server, and this is where I keep my program files. Huh. I did it wrong. I probably used the wrong type of slash. Local device name is already in use. What's going on here? Oh, okay. That's simple. Drive E was already being used by the second CD-ROM drive. I forgot I had two optical drives here. Alright, command completed successfully. Now for the other drive. This will give this the G letter. Scratch pad. And completed successfully. Alright. And there's our network shares. Want to go to this, to the scratch pad, because I have the video card driver here. This is a Cirrus Logic video card I have in here. I forget which kind. It's coming straight off the network. Makes life a lot more convenient with these old systems. And this is an ISA network card, by the way. It's a old 3Com. Okay, I actually want to install that into the main program group. Okay, now we can set our video settings, and this even has a driver for this monitor. It's a Packard Bell. Well, never mind. I'll just set it to other model. I want 60 Hertz because anything else will just make my life painful. Okay, we want 640 by 480 at 256 colors because I think that's the most perfect resolution and color combination for Windows 3.1X. Alright. I'm gonna restart Windows. And things should probably look a little bit fancier when we get back in. Just thinking about it. Alright, the light blue title bars means that the installation was a success. Okay, what do we need to do now? Well, I think we need to give it some sound drivers. But before we do that, I need to put this Packard Bell CD back in. I need to go back out to DOS. At least I think we have to. It's been a while since I've done this. It just mirrors that cursor look almost CGA-like. Well, it did a second ago, but okay. We need to. What we need to do is install a plug-and-play manager for DOS and Windows. Creative, who manufactured our sound card, has a version of it, but so did Intel, which is what came on Packard Bell's running Windows 3.1 back in the day, which is what we're going to install. Okay. Okay, where's the, okay, P&P. Set up. Oops, sorry, folks. Okay, I guess we do need to be in Windows to install it. I guess it is a Windows program. So not booting, but exiting into DOS was a waste of time. Okay, welcome to setup for the plug-and-play kit for Windows. This is a sample setup procedure. It is not intended for distribution to your customers. Well, okay. Okay, I don't know what this is. Alright, plug-and-play kit has been installed successfully. You can reboot the computer now. Okay, I guess we have to do that on our own. Alright, we'll reboot. Okay, we're booting back in. See, it says found plug-and-play ISA card, Creative Virus 16C, P&P. And so with that installed, we will be able to install the sound card driver. In order to do that, we need to go back into Windows because files for that are on my network, and as far as I know, I can only access the network through Windows. So I need to go in there, copy it from the network to the hard drive. Alright, File Manager. F SB16. Okay, I want to copy that to a new directory on the hard drive. We'll call it SB setup. And did it copy? You never know with Windows 3.1. Not exactly like I wanted, but it'll work. Alright, we'll drop back down to DOS. See, it has a CGA style cursor there. It's weird. Okay, SB setup / DOS install. And this is just a standard Sound Blaster 16 card. It's not an ALL32 or an ALL64, just standard box 16. Alright, SB16, Windows, okay, everything looks good there. Alright, the settings there look good. It's copying over the files. Following lines will be added to your system files. Continue. It's currently breaking my computer. I'm not going to bother backing it up. Really got nothing to lose on here right now. Alright, we're completed the install, so we'll go ahead and reboot. Alright, let's see if it loads the driver. Looks like it did. Alright, head into Windows. Let's see if we get some sound. And we do. Alright, audio program group created. Alrighty. Let's do a quick canyon test, shall we? Alright, looks like everything is working for the sound card. Alright, remember earlier I mentioned something about IntelliPoint, so we can have a DOS mouse driver? Well, let's go ahead and take care of that. It's also on this Packard Bell CD, so we'll go to the CD-ROM, install, pointer, setup. Alright. It's hard to type from this angle. Alright, do custom. Alright, we'll take all of that. Well, yeah, we'll take all of it. A lot of thinking. Got a reboot. We're doing that a lot, haven't we? Alrighty. Alright, is the mouse working in DOS? Let's go to the edit program. Yep, we got a cursor. So we are good to go. Alright, next thing I want to do is just copy some random stuff to the drive from my network. Like some DOS games and some other little documents. Go to the Scratchpad drive. Here, and we'll just copy some games over for now. How about that? Actually, first need to do that. Yes, I'm sure. Alright, it's copying my DOS games. Okay, it took a little while to copy the files over, and I ran MemMaker and adjusted a few settings with the sound card. So let's see if we can do some DOS gaming. Probably need to adjust the volume, but I'll just use the keyboard for now. I do have a gamepad connected. Work just fine. No, I'm not going to play Road 3. Alright, let's head back into Windows. And other than that non-system disk error at startup, which I might have an idea about, this system seems to work just fine. So I think this video has gone on long enough. I'm just going to go ahead and start installing some of my games and software. So until next time, this is Billy Core signing off. Okay, just a quick little epilogue. I just now managed to fix that non-system disk error. And all I had to do was just boot back into this MS-DOS setup disk and type in fdisk/mbr to reset and rewrite the master boot record, and that seems to have fixed it. And you want proof? Well, here's your proof. See, boot straight into DOS without any hissy fits. So for real now, this is Billy Core signing off.
Thank you for watching my video. If you enjoyed what you saw, please like, subscribe, and follow me on Facebook and Twitter. The addresses are located in the bottom right corner. Until next time, this is Billy Core signing off.